you don't believe in manifestation, this video is for you because, you know what? I don't really believe in it myself. I know, that's a weird intro, but I'm speaking to the people that are very cynical in life, the people that somehow nothing goes right for, because in your scenario, I would not blame you if you don't believe that there are metaphysical forces out there that are governing and or available to our access for our own good. And when I say I don't believe in manifestation, I mean that I don't really, truly see anything outside of myself as something to place value onto. And manifestation as a concept is something that is still outside of me, but what I do believe in is myself. And that's how manifestation has been coming into my life as of recent. I've sort of let go of the idea of a consolidated understanding of being magnetic or attracting that which you assume. All of these sort of postulates and theories and principles when it comes to manifestation, I've let go of. My main agenda has been, how do I continue my reckoning with myself and guide this knowing that is blooming from me? Whether or not I believe in something metaphysical, there will always be some intuitive nature, like climbing out of you, wanting to be heard. That is what I've been listening to. That is what I've been quieting my surroundings for. So you don't believe in manifestation, that's okay, because I don't either. I simply have learned how to believe in my own being enough that everything else around me reflects that certainty. That is how people describe manifestation, right? It's a bit of energetic mirroring. It's a bit of co-creation. But I think a lot of people who are of my inner architecture, you're the overthinking type, you're maybe type A in some ways, you have trauma, you maybe have sort of a nature to doubt and question your deservingness of what you're asking for. So what you need to do then is reduce all stimuli from your environment and take manifestation out of the picture. Reduce the landscape to simply an image of yourself and that person at any age, childhood, teenhood, adulthood, elderlyhood. That person is the philosophy that you need to commit yourself to. Manifestation is something that exists only if you can have a relationship with yourself. And that's why I don't believe in manifestation. I don't believe in anything that is not me anymore. I believe in myself, and thus everything comes from me and within me. This might sound a little bit kooky and perhaps performative to make a video about rejecting manifestation. I'm not trying to make my ideas palatable to a group of cynics on the internet, nor am I trying to enrage the new age spiritualists that love talking about manifestation, because I'm not particularly averse to spirituality. I love it. It's what keeps me alive, but I want to acknowledge that there are some real dangers in making everything in your life about manifestation and reaching some other place, because you are the only place that you will ever truly access. That is to say that this locational being you are, this is the only constant. Root into that, fortify that essence, and strengthen that lens that you see out into the world, because it is from that place that things are born. Manifestation is another tool of society, of human socialization and comprehension. Just like religion, just like all different fields of knowledge, we all need some sort of culmination of educational material so that we can make sense of this really uncertain world we live in. But I think the easiest and most simple thing to do at times is just to come back to what you know to be true at all times, which is you and your existence. You may not be right at all times, you may not be completely comprehensible 100% of the time, but what is unchanging is the fact that you are here. Whether the outside world is real or not, this is being felt, okay? And when you can center your life around honoring that being and rooting into that, almost just melting into the act of existence within your body, mind, your soul, your spirit, reality does reorganize itself around you. So that can be considered manifestation. I'm not going to call it that because this video is not for the people that believe in manifestation. This is specifically for people who get annoyed by the term manifestation, or if you've sort of found yourself in the fatigue of that phrase. I get it. It's okay. Let's come back to that which is something you're already well versed in, which is you. Whether you are completely practiced in the art of self-care and self-love and extraction of the mind and cognition, I'm not assessing you on that. I know that you have at least 50% comprehension of your lived experience. Maybe you're not as emotionally capacitated or spiritually in tune with yourself. Maybe you're not as physically aware of all the sensations you experience or the health ailments you might have to treat. That's okay. It's fine. But you are aware of the fact that this is the body that you inhabit, and this is encompassing of all of the sensory stimuli you experience on a day-to-day basis. This is your avatar. And your avatar in this plane of existence is here to help you access truth. That's how I see it. So when you look back to yourself, when you look deeper inside of everything this is, and you interrogate it, you nourish it, you comfort that being you are, the answers, the results, the accolades, the abundance, they just start to flow because you're giving into the one thing that has been real your whole life, which is you. Manifestation is not some evil entity that I'm trying to debunk. I would like more people to focus on treating themselves as a philosophy to worship, because you'll end up worshiping and submitting to the ideas of manifestation preaches without ever giving yourself the opportunity to come back to your body and your mind and your spirit with that same level of obedience and devotion. It's very easy to adhere yourself to a principled construct that lies outside of you. It's very easy to pledge allegiance to something that has been taught to you, but it's not so easy to invest that same devotion into yourself. That is how all the blessings in my life have ever unfolded, is when I decided to put an ounce of the love and effort that I was putting into all these various fields of knowledge, and I reoriented it back to my own being with faith and love and trust and a little bit of incisive, cutthroat questioning of who I am and who I aspire to be, because I'm not letting myself off the hook completely, but I am doing this all with love. This video is just a reminder that even something as beautiful and inspiring as manifestation is still a bit of a distraction from the only Lord you should worship here, which is you. You are so worthy of the devotion that you put elsewhere, and I hope that this video reminded you of your magnificence. You are a marvel, and your life will reflect that the moment you start treating yourself as such. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here, and all my resources are linked down below for any inquiries you might have. Bye. Thanks for watching.